I've canceled my long-standing ChatGPT subscription and have now fully switched over to Zenda. After using it intensively for a while, I found that the more I use it, the more useful it becomes. I honestly can't live without it now. So this time, I've put together and organized 9 super practical ways I've personally tested, and I'm sharing them with everyone. There's quite a bit of content, so I've set up a progress bar so you can skip to the parts you need. Or if you find the content helpful, feel free to like, save, and support me. Let's get right into it. The first use case is table analysis. Having Gemini generate tables with one click isn't anything new, but there's a more advanced way to use it. You can directly upload spreadsheets sent by clients, partners, or even your boss to Gemini and have it analyze the key points, risks, and trends the table is trying to convey. Then you can also ask it to provide an initial plan for the next steps based on this information. With this draft plan in hand, you can go straight to the client for discussions. It might not be the final version, but it's definitely a solid first draft you can present. The second use case is for PPTs. There are several ways Gemini can really help with PowerPoint presentations. For example, sometimes the fonts get distorted on the slides you create. I just upload the file to Gemini to fix and enhance the clarity, which makes it much easier to edit again in WPS. Or you can use its Kansas feature together with uploaded materials and use prompts to specify the style and requirements you want. It can generate an online editable PPT. We can select a specific part and have it make changes. Or you can import it into Google Slides, which also makes editing really convenient. This solves the problem we had before with things like Dalbin IM, where you couldn't edit and had to keep converting files. Plus, the style it generates is quite different from Noodle or LM. Zhenmimaa's style leans more toward the internet. It's more flexible and creative. Notebook LM looks more professional, is better at handling complex text, and gives off an academic vibe. More importantly, the new era of Gemini PPT is about the prompts you enter, the files you upload, and its powerful general knowledge. Notebook 2 meters strictly follows the original file you upload and won't add a single extra word. So if you care more about accuracy, use Notable IM. Otherwise, choose Jemima. You can also have Jemima generate a content outline and prompts for each slide. After unifying the style and tone, let Nano Banana generate the corresponding pages. If there are any errors, just have it fix them until you're satisfied. In 80% of cases, we interact with AI by typing and chatting, but there's one thing many people tend to overlook. It can optimize prompts. When we want to generate an image or a video, we can send our original idea to Gemina and have it help write a more professional and complete prompt. If we can't come up with any good ideas, we can also ask him to give us a few directions to choose from, and then use the optimized prompts with image or video generation tools. If the results aren't ideal, we can tell Jimming what didn't work and have him keep tweaking it. By making adjustments step by step like this, we don't have to write the entire prompt from scratch ourselves, since a complete AI image or video prompt is usually very long and takes a lot of time and effort. As long as we have a basic framework in mind and let him help us realize it, I think that's pretty great. This feature is especially suitable for designers and graphic artists, and also for AI video creators. Fourth, I recommend everyone try out its James feature. This is basically Google's version of GPTs. When we use Gemini for similar needs, we have to start over every time, repeating background information, objectives, and requirements. But with James, you don't have to go through all that hassle anymore. You can also set its role and specify the tone of its replies, so you can turn it from a general-purpose AI into an expert mode that really understands you. You can use it right out of the box, have it write code, come up with video planning topics and scripts, or even help revise your resume and assist with learning. All of these are possible. If you have ongoing needs, like for graphic nodes, video scripts, or marketing copy, you can set up a James for each of those. Recently, they've even launched a data table feature, which lets you turn scattered data into organized tables. But that's still not enough. We can use Gemini for in-depth research beyond that. It can generate analysis reports, such as monthly or annual sales reviews or marketing campaign summaries. If you need more detail, it can also create data dashboards and performance analyses. This way, we can gain insights into industry trends, making your work reports much easier to prepare. In our daily work, we often run into small needs, like removing backgrounds from images, erasing watermarks, beautifying photos, or applying stylized filters. In the past, we might have had to search all over for a specific app or tool, watch a 10 or 30-second ad, or even pay for a membership. But now you can just ask an online tool to handle your image, and it can help you remove watermarks, convert printed text into handwriting, and so on. All these seemingly minor needs can be met. This is what natural language programming is all about. You just give the instructions and the AI writes the code. Since it's a multimodal model, it can interpret information from images and videos. The following two uses are especially suitable for the e-commerce industry. For example, with e-commerce product pages, you can have Gemini analyze your product's key selling points, market pain points, copywriting style, information density, and offer optimization suggestions. You can also upload the main images of top-selling products in your industry and have it analyze the underlying logic behind your success. Get visual marketing insights and then have it provide a solution for overtaking competitors by taking a different approach. It might not be completely accurate, but it can offer a new way of thinking and a fresh perspective, helping us learn about current market trends or the strategies of leading competitors. Video analysis is truly the killer feature, but it's also the easiest to mess up. Officially, it claims to have a context window of 1 million tokens. It can handle videos up to an hour long. When I tested it myself, I found that if you directly input a 22-minute YouTube link, it can analyze the number of transitions, the timing of those transitions, and the transition styles. But it can only analyze the first minute and a half. Of course, this is probably because the video's frame rate and resolution are too high, so the amount of information is overwhelming. The AI just gives up and takes the easy way out. If you upload a short video or a live stream interface, it can also analyze how the host cleverly sparks consumers' desire to buy. It can analyze how the host uses speech speed, volume, and tone to control the pacing, and how they create a logical loop from product demonstration to guiding viewers to place an order. You can also specify your needs, like scene setup, lighting, or the performance of co-hosts. These are all things it can analyze. Some of you might be curious. Notable can also analyze examples, so what's the difference here? First of all, Notable AI mainly summarizes text content. It can't analyze visuals or audio, whereas this tool can. It handles these aspects, but video is more advanced than images or text, making processing more complex. Gemini's video analysis varies and isn't always perfect. Performance depends on frame rate, file size, and long sequence attention issues. With too much data, the AI might ignore challenging visual or audio content to prioritize subtitles instead. Also, if the video link you upload is especially long and the file size is large, Gemini really can't handle it. So it's best to provide more detailed prompts, like telling it what content appears at which minute, or asking it to analyze how many seconds the host spends on recommendations. If the product appears multiple times, try lowering the video's resolution, convert 4K to 1080p or 720p. This way, it will process much faster. As an AI blogger, most of my work is done on a computer, so I'm used to using Gemini on the web. But as I rely on it more and more, I'm also using the app more frequently. If you handle a lot of work on your phone, I recommend making full use of the app as well. On work days, when we feel frustrated and want to vent, we're used to grabbing a meal buddy and heading downstairs for a chat. But venting is just venting. It doesn't really solve the problem at its root. However, when you chat with Gemini for a bit, it can actually teach you how to deal with a tough boss or how to handle coworkers who try to pass the buck. On weekends, when you go out for a walk and turn on your camera, it can identify the names of flowers in the park. If there's something small you don't know how to fix, you can even have it guide you through the repair. If you want to learn English after work, you can set it up as your personal language tutor. I really think it's a treasure of a tool. Each of us can use it according to our own profession or specialty. But it's not a cure-all, it has hallucinations, and it's not always stable. So we need to stay clear-headed and rational. That's all for today's sharing. See you next time.